Do, 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 do. Furnace right on cue. Dead. All right. What is up, everybody? Boop. We're going to go ahead and get started here. How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to our first, well, it's not our first, the first in a while, painting of some Warfleet stuff. Ta-da, and I have the UNSC fleet here, or part of it. I don't know. Okay, full disclosure. I have no idea what the Halo fleet system is like. I just thought their ships looked cool. And I have a Star Wars fleet, a Clone Wars fleet over there. So if we get this done fast enough, we'll see. We might do this. Hey, Fathom the Shark, how you doing? Absolutely. We're starting up with some Warfleet stuff tonight. So the colors for these, I actually had to look it up. It's kind of a, can you put a normal mini beside it for scale comparison? Do I have it? Yep, there's one right there. Blue. There we go. Ta-da. That's a 20, no, that's a 32 millimeter base. Yes, 32. So, yeah, these are going to be Human Defense Force, I think. So, yeah, normally, when I did Warfleets in the past, I would print them at half scale, just because I like having smaller ships so that we can have bigger battles. But with the way Warfleets works, that's not always the best way. So I figured I would do these in full scale. Like, where's my other... Oh, I sent off my other HDF, or my other stuff. Yo, did you print these or get these from Printed Starships? I actually printed these, but these are some other things that you can get from PrintedStarships.com. Yes, our sponsor for the video is PrintedStarships.com. That is why we are doing some more fleets. But yes, these are all in their catalog, and you can tell I've already done a little bit of dry brushing on this, but these are the ships. And my camera's already giving me shit. So that's why this one had a little bit of a misprint. It's a little bit thin in some of the fins here. But we can make that work for us. We know how to hide it. We can call that battle damage. So let's pull over here. Something I did not think about is how I'm going to hold these things when I paint them. Boop, we set you right there. Set you right there. There we go. That's not going to end horribly. So let's bring the camera down a little bit. Alright, so I was doing a bit of looking to figure out what color these are. These guys are like a very dark, like a dark gray blue. And then they have that like one stripe on them. It's really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Grim Black and I'm going to mix it with a Cultist Cloak to get something close. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. Or maybe just a Cultist Cloak full bluish, blackish, blue-gray. Nah, we'll mix it first. So we'll start with a medium ship. I have this list written up in Warfleets. I just cannot remember for the life of me what it actually is as far as the models. Okay. Let's see where we get to focus on the one. Ta-da. It's going to focus on the background. There we go. Alright. So we're going to start off with some Grim Black. Yeah, Warfleets right now is kind of like a it's not a prime time game for OPR at the moment. So we got lots of Occultist Cloak. Then we're going to go in with, let's start with that much cold. Let's go 2 drops of Grim Black and see what happens. Yes, we are painting starships tonight. And what is the brush I want to use? Oh man, okay, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna hold this little bugger? Can I finagle this? Hold on. Oh, it's probably gonna end horribly. Yeah, it's not quite strong enough. Oh, too bad. Okay, we'll just have to be delicate. Hot glue a stick to it. You know what? That's not a terrible idea. Where's my hot glue? There it is. There we go. Audience feedback time. So while the hot glue gun is getting plugged in to warm me up, what do you guys want to talk about this week? I'm going to put you over there because I can see that ending badly. What are we going to talk about this week? Can I make it into that hole? Yes. Don't short out everything. I got like 15 things plugged into one outlet. Now I need a stick. 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 I swear to God, 1,000 sticks everywhere. That's all I need. That might work. That might work. Ta-da! Stick. That'll become high. Just plop. Plop. Okay, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So how's everyone doing out there tonight? I am running on absolute fumes. This winter season is kicking my butt already. Okay, you're on. Yeah, come on. Give me hot. Give me hot. Yeah, this winter season's already kicking my butt because up every morning at like 5 a.m. to go plow is not fun. Come on. Right? Well, it is heating up. I know this makes for great YouTube. Come on. Oop, there we go. Now it's going to shoot out a mile of it. Alright. Set that there. You must charge the laser first. Ah, okay, we'll unplug it for now. And then when we get close to the next one, we'll plug it back in. It's the parking brake on. Okay, we got a stick. So your neighbor has lost the plot. And they're talking about a grand conspiracy, huh? Do I want it? No, we'll just go straight. Okay, now I got 1,000. My bucket of 1,000 glue sticks. Go there. Man, my painting station down here is just turning into clutter. All right. Ship on a stick. There's a mix. Let's see what we come up with here. Some literal shit he made up in his mind. Yeah, you know, I know quite a few people like that. if stick was good enough for caveman, stick good enough for us. You know what's funny is I think I nailed the color I was going for in the first shot. I like it. Picasso. Neon blue thruster. Well, we're probably going to do neon blue thrusters. A messy desk is an organized mind. Yes. Yes. 100% yes. You should see my desk at work. It's worse than this. Yeah, in situations like I'm terrible. I'll if it's something that's so far out there it makes absolutely no sense. I'll feed into it, like what? No, really? But I heard, and then insert more random bullshit, and then watch them walk away going, "Oh my god." I think I tried to convince somebody once that Pakistan did 9/11. Call it one as collateral damage. Yeah. Well, I get out crazy. I listen to conspiracy theories for fun at work. It could be like, oh shit, I was warning people about your kind. I knew the beta reticuli grays were here. Every now and then vacuum the front lawn. Oh man, I already got a neighbor that does that. She'll be out there mowing her grass at fucking 2 in the morning. And she's like, it's not breaking any noise ordinances, it's electric. I'm like, oh, it's still loud as hell. But you can't see that through my finger. So I got the camera kinda to the side of me. Okay, like I said, I think I hit the color I was going for on the first shot. Don't focus to my fingers. There we go. I love the camera loves to focus on everything but what I'm painting. So there we go. We can go from here. Now, wait, I got a block. Hold on. Where's that block at? Also, is that UNSC? Yes, it is the UNSC. Here, I did this a while ago. God, the cat hair on this thing. You can tell the cats like to hide in my drawers. Giggity. But I have just a block of wood, a 4x4, that I drilled holes in it to be able to stick pegs. So we'll put that one there. Oh wait, I don't think these are good enough. There we go. We got one peg. One peg. It falls right over. No, screw it. Hang out there. There you go. And of course now I got nowhere to put the camera. Okay, things are not working out for me tonight. Where's my sand bucket? There it is. Ha! Sand bucket with a stick in it. Now, I'm going to pull the shield off. Ta-da! All the other paints that did not quite make it into this video yet. Let's do a little one, and then we'll do the better looking of the big ones. Just waiting for the glue gun to warm up again. There you go. Beep, little one. This way. We get a little further than we normally do. Where last week, I'm sorry about last week. At the very end, I had to take off. I felt an urge that I could not ignore last week. Stick you with a screw. There we go. There we go. There we go. Where'd my paintbrush go? Is this my paintbrush? Yes, that's my paintbrush. Alright, is this a little one? No, it's a middle. Where's the little one? There's a little one. It's hard to tell apart. Really? Oh, just barely. Wait a minute. Here's the little one. The medium and the small ships for the UNSC fleet are real close together. At least the ones that I found. Okay, here out there. All right, here we go. Swoosh. No poster tech. You know what? I have never had good luck with poster tech. Apparently, I am too rough with the models, and whenever I use poster tech, it always falls off at the worst time. So yeah, that whole block that I pulled out, that was when I was painting the 10mm ogres. I had them all poster tacked to all these screws, as you can see, and yeah, they just kept popping off one by one. Two-sided tape would work good. Problem is that I would probably use it, like I would use it once and then find another use for the two-sided tape. And then the next time I went to go use it, went, oh yeah, I'm out. And the bane of my existence. Okay, got it in time, so it did not. A little bit. All right. Are they purple? No, this is like a blue-gray. Black blue-gray. I love how on camera colors kind of come out different than they are in real life. Yes, this is a nice blue steel color. All right, let's do this one. post attack, obviously. Now, this ship is chunk. Let that hang out for a minute. There we go. By minute, I mean like 4 seconds. Okay, big old chunky boy. Or girl. Oh, there it goes. The Knizia are around. I don't know, should I hide? Kind of wicking away some of the paint off of these panels because I don't want it to just be blotchy. So is it the Pillar of Autumn? I have no idea. Could be. You guys in the chat, is this the Pillar of Autumn? Like I said in the beginning, my Halo fleet knowledge is, damn it, is very lacking. I'm a horrible nerd. I'm sorry. My only experience, my experience with Halo stopped at Halo 2, and that's because it came out when I was in college. And I played the shit out of it. It can be whatever you want it to be. Pillar of Autumn is Halo 1. Okay. Okay. I am a horrible nerd. Sorry. I've been deemed unworthy by the nerd council. But no, okay. Ooh, we're starting to crack. I know, this makes a riveting YouTube, just painting gray. Oh, tell you what, after the week I've had, it's only Monday. would make for an interesting jet. You know, that's not a bad idea. Tell you what, I'm a lot bigger Star Wars nerd than I am Halo. Just blotch that on there. It's all right. We'll spread it out. We'll spread it out. We'll spread it out. But one of the things I did like, one of the few things I liked about movie number 7 was that bike that Rey was on in the beginning of the movie. I think it's just an engine. At the time, I didn't have a printer, so I didn't think about it. But I should see if I can find that file. Or find a file of that. And make an entire jet bike army out of it. Okay, I was wrong. It's a Marathon Heavy Cruiser. Saw Kit Bash using an empty deodorant stick. True. Oh, we're starting to crack a little bit with the paint. That means I'm kind of starting to stretch it a bit too far. Let's see if we can finish up just a little bit further. And that right there, you see how it's kind of, I don't know if the camera can pick this up. You see how it's kind of going a little splotchy there? Like, boop, 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 boop. That's something that the flow aid that I put into this is going to help us with. Because it will eventually calm down. Yeah, like the old Road Trader hover tank. I miss when you could just be creative and people wouldn't look at you like you got two heads. Well, at least in the 40K scene. Here in OPR, you can be creative as you want to be, and that's another reason why I love it. Should have made the purple the Covenant ships, you mean? I at least know that much. No, these. Okay, so we got our base color down, mostly. There we go. Put you in the soup over here. And then we go back to our first one. Ta-da. Ta-da. Yeah, rekindled your love for wargaming. That's exactly what OPR did to me. I've been wargaming for 30 years. Well, we'll say 25 years. And, yeah, things were looking bleak there for a minute. Things were really looking bleak. At least at my local place, because then it got overrun by people that were overly competitive. We'll say that, overly competitive, and cheaters and people that thought winning a war game was going to, I don't know. I don't know why they had to just make sure that I got a black, didn't I? Yes, there it is. Ta-da! To a point where playing a game, a competitive game, or even any game of it, got just monotonous. Dunk them in plastic tip. Can I make a request? Can you do a video on how to maybe be able to paint Battle Brothers slightly faster? I mean, it depends on your color scheme. Depends on your color scheme. Okay. Realized I'm not centered on the camera. Okay, so we got this far. Question is, how far do we want to push it? Let's push it. Why not? We might just focus on this one for the next half hour. Let's push it. Push it. Push it good. Now, I know they have a stripe that runs down the middle of them, from top to bottom, and it's not white, at least not the ones that I've seen. So we're going to take it. Oh no, the heavy cruiser fell out in the box. Bucket, there we go. So we're going to take this grease, and we'll use that. For Spartan 100, I played one game with Halo Ground Command, was mostly a rabid fan of Firestorm Armada 2nd Edition. Best fleet game ever. Yes, I did play Firestorm Armada. One guy literally asked you what army you were playing and pull out his tailored list for them. Yes. Yes, that was... Ugh. Yeah, Firestorm Armada, I played... I didn't get to play that much. Because... What's going on there? Because what happened was that I wanted to get into Firestorm Armada, so I bought all the stuff for Firestorm Armada. Like, I had 5 or 6 fleets of it. I went to the game store. I was like, hey, play this game with me. All you got to do is show up and roll dice. And no one wanted to play it because everyone was like, no, 40K, you gotta test my list for the tournament this month. Like, oh, dear God. And then the funniest thing happened. I moved away, and then when I came back, everyone was playing Firestorm Armada. After I'd already, like, sold off all my stuff. I was like, now, I'm not here, now you all play it. Oh my God. Kind of chunky, but we'll go with it. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. There's the test. Can the war boss keep a straight freaking line? I'd play it with you, yeah. I think I still got like this spiral bound notebook somewhere. It's probably in my big file cabinet / bookcase out in the garage. Along with all the other random things I was trying to get people to play with me that no one ever did. Prime frame boy. Never found anything that quite scratched that itch. I plan on trying the reboot under War Cradle Studios. Ooh, cool. Cool. I didn't know they were rebooting it. Yeah, I remember when Spartan went under, and I had quite a bit of Spartan stuff. The Dystopian Legions, I had a bit of that. And I don't know, I kind of went on a weird horror game, like March Through the Desert. After the love of 40K died. Well, actually, as it was dying. I went and bought all kinds of stuff. And, like I had two huge fleets of Star Wars Armada. And again, no one played with me. And I think when I was moving again, I think I took them all and I put them right in the dumpster. And I was like, yep, never played this game. I spent hundreds of dollars on it. I couldn't even sell it. I took it to the game store to try to do like a sell-off. And they were like, nah, we're not going to. Like, oh, fine. I did Battletech. Oh, yeah, I did Battletech too. Well, yeah, you did Battletech with me, didn't you? All right, so we got a line. Yay. You jerk, I would have taken it. You keep saying all these things. Okay. You never asked me. Well, you weren't here when I made that snap decision. Do I want to cover... yeah, kind of. This is your fault for not being around when I make these massive impulse decisions. Okay. Flip small table. Yeah, we'll lay it down. We'll lay it down and see what happens. Oh no, I bought those here in Michigan. I don't know why. It was just a snap decision that I want to play Star Wars Armada, and I never played it. All right, we're gonna try. I got a box of these, all the Vallejo game washes. You saw me back there going through like all the different colors. We're gonna do a black wash on. So let's see if we can get a pin wash with this. Why? Because I am mentally unstable. Let's do a pin wash. Brand new. Okay, we're going to want, let's be strategic with this. We're going to want it underneath the overhanging panels. That already gives that some nice depth. Battletech Gothic looks interesting. Yeah. Like I said, when I was at Adepticon, I saw them trying to sell that there, and I was like, "You're serious? I thought this was a gag." Oh, hey, Kelvin. How you doing? How's Puerto Rico today? Robot Cathedral Fight Club. Puerto Rico is always beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. While I'm up here in the snow. I always keep threatening them. They're like, I'm going to move back to Florida. I don't got to shovel sunshine. Just laying this in the recesses to kind of make them pop a little bit. I want to see Florida Man Warboss. No, Florida Man Warboss. Uh, yeah. You guys think I'm crazy now. Florida Man Warboss was his own special breed. Hey Juan, how you doing? Did you play Battlefleet Gothic? Yes, I did play Battlefleet Gothic. I did. I did. Once again, it was a time where I got the Battlefleet Gothic stuff, I got all the fleets, and all my friends were kind of like, yeah, I guess I'll play that spaceship game with you. Yeah, I played Battlefleet Gothic. Battletech is mostly guys being dicks to each other. Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I played Battlefleet Gothic, I definitely like to have squadrons of light stuff. Like, I used to love, whenever I played the Imperials, whenever anyone would let me play the Imperials, I had squadrons of Cobras running around, torpedoing stuff. That was fun. That or launching full fighter waves or bomber waves. I realize I'm drifting off camera. I drift a lot when I do this. So we're starting to get some depth now. I like it. I like it. And we're going to go in with some color in a minute because we can't just leave it this color. Is this a 3D print, by the way? Yes, this is a 3D print. I think this is the size for Halo Fleet Battles. Hey boss, were you a big 40k buff, Battlefleet Gothic, 40k Necromunda? Yes, I was a big 40k guy. A big 40k guy. My lore knowledge of 40k runs all the way up until Cadia broke, and then I was out. Mostly because at that point I was like, ugh, 40k. Seventh edition kind of broke me, and then 8th edition reeled me in for a minute, and then I, yeah, kind of fell off. Yeah, there were a couple of things at the end of 8th that I was done. I was just done. Oh yeah, Knight Commander Pask. I've blown him up quite a few times. Let's see, 5th edition. 5th edition, I think I had committed fully to the orcs at that point. Because in 3rd, I did, I was Dark Angels, and then Imperial Guard, and then Chaos. Base Mambo, what points is it? Yep, the base Mambo. Yeah. So yeah, I did Space Marines, then Imperial Guard, then Chaos, and then in 4th, I think it was, I went back to Space Marines, where it was you could build your own chapter. And I had this drop pod Space Marine army from hell that I actually took out to Colorado to Feast of Blades. And I ended somewhere like 19th. Somewhere where I had a winning record, but it wasn't perfect. So I didn't get to go with the big boys. Okay. Okay, down here in the bottom. Look at this little bits down here in the bottom. Just to remind you it's there. And then we're going to put some color on here. I'm going to put some steel on this boy. Now I didn't do Necromunda. I would be the first to ask: are the included OPR bases for these ships nice? Have you not checked them out? They the bases are. I don't remember. I think the bases are good. Like I said, I printed out some just basic bases for these. They got magnets on them already. Just haven't put. These are for the. Come here. Is it you? Nope. Other one. There we go. These are for the Star Wars ones I've done. Ta-da. So I have not made bases for the UNSC guys yet. Soon to be, though. The only reason my friends and I didn't go back to playing older edition was most of our models didn't exist then. Yeah, we tried OPR and we've been loving it ever since. So much so that I became Ranger. Awesome! Awesome! Let's see here. Okay, Necromunda. That's where I left off. I did not do much Necromunda. I did Mordheim. Lots of Mordheim. Lots of stabbing each other with daggers. And trying to shoot people with archers and stuff that never panned out. God, my shooting was so bad in that game. Alright, just because. We're going to go with some plate mail metal and a few key parts here. Is it lore accurate? Hell no. But we're going to do it. I'm going to take a little artistic license here and do it. Did you play Epic and Titan Legions? I had an Epic army. Never played it. Because I got into it like at the very end of its run. That seemed to be a theme for me. I got into Epic and War Machine, or Epic and War Master, right when they killed them off. So, of course, no one wants to play. And then I got into Fantasy 3 months before the end times. I started playing Wood Elves. HDF, yes, these are going to be HDF ships. I mean, theoretically, you could use them for Battle Brothers. I mean, you theoretically you use it for anything, but in Battle Brothers would kind of fit as well. Get your Spartans out there. Yeah, we're gonna have to wash those up too. Still the theme. Yep, Thievers is a great line of redone Warmaster mods. Oh yeah, well I've been getting a lot of my Warmaster stuff from a company called Forest Dragon. They do 10mm stuff. It looked pretty. I'd probably light a solar system on fire if I was in charge of those. Yeah. Like I said, this is probably not canon color scheme, but we're just going around picking out a few little things just to break up the silhouette a little bit. Where my engines at? There they are. Okay, has anyone been getting a lot of recommendations for Conflict 47 and Marcher Empires of War? Lots of World War II in my feed lately. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of video. Well, a lot of the YouTubers that do tabletop content are doing Conflict 47 stuff right now, almost like they're on a promo binge. I've never played any Warlord games, but you know, I did play Flames of War was a big one that I played. That I could get some people interested in. Mostly Trench Crusade. The Trench Crusade stuff for me has died down a lot. Died down a lot. Don't the humans have a wave motion gun cruiser in Armada? Ta-da. Maybe. I like the look of Conflict when it first came out. Yeah. See, here's the thing. I love diesel punk stuff. So, the Marcher things that you were talking about a second ago, I have seen some Marcher stuff. Not as much as Conflict 47, but the Marcher stuff, I really like the way some of it looks. Really like the way some of it looks. If E100's printed and a Doom Turtle. I love my GIs, I have a lot of Shermans and Lee tanks. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Ooh, steampunk airship battles. You know, sounds like it might be something I'd be into. Let's see, and let's see, Trench Crusade. I was into the look of Trench Crusade. I wasn't actually into the game of Trench Crusade. So you can see I got Trench Crusade to OPR like conversion video that I made. So I thousands of years of war with demons on Earth, I figured it would be an army game instead of the skirmish game it ended up being. So, I mean, that was just... I liked the art, I liked the setting, I just did not like the scale of the game. Yeah, Dystopian Wars. I got some Dystopian Wars stuff. Used to. Again, a lot of the stuff I'm saying I used to have. Because honestly, when I became a dad, I did a big model purge. Because I had so much stuff. I just couldn't justify it even to myself. I was like, okay. I can have a room full of models or somewhere for the kid to sleep. And so after thinking of a fight that never happened, I decided it was time for the models to go. Yeah, I was excited with the Kickstarter for Trench Crusade, and then they showed the models off, and I was expecting darker than what they went for. Especially after at that time when they announced that I was doing a lot of models by Beastarium Minis. And if you want to check his stuff out, his stuff is amazing. If you want to get all weird and spoopy, amazing. Time to let it go. You know not who you are speaking to, sir. Team lets nothing go. Wrong brush, this brush. Okay. We're going to do the blue and the blue. And we're going to let that do its thing. Yeah, the STLs are not great if you're expecting multi-part kits. Not a lot of variety in poses either. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how they do in plastic. The funny thing is with the Trench Crusade stuff, like the other people who are doing 3D files for Trench Crusade came out with better Trench Crusade stuff than the people who make Trench Crusade. There we go. There's your neon thrusters. Ta-da! Alright. So there, we've got one. Block that. So there, we've got one medium ship. Ta-da! And it's going to go do its thing when I get a Warfleets video out. After I paint this fleet and then that fleet over there, I might do the rest of them this week. So we'll see what I come up with pretty soon, because I already have all the Retmen for this week's video, the Thursday live stream. They're already done because my bridge windows. Oh, I don't see no windows on this bridge. Why would you have windows? You're in space. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So yeah, my printer was giving me all kinds of hell, and so I thought I wasn't going to have the humans done. Let me show some off here, but I got them done, and I'm going for a Greek theme with these. So here we got some some peltlesses, javelin throwers. Then we got some Greek archers. Again, focus. Damn it. There we go, Greek archers. And then, of course, we got our Spartans. Those are the weapon masters, along with just a whole bunch of regular Greek hoplites for the infantry. And this army's got 140 models in it. 143 models in it. That's going to be a lot of painting. And then for next week, I've already started printing that. And we're doing War Demons. And yeah, after printing these off, even in the good resin, I still broke them. Broke a lot of them, taking them off the sprue. This guy's supposed to have a axe handle there. But, some of them came. Yeah, this one here broke that axe handle off too. Some of them came out pretty good. Like this one came out pretty good. Still got a couple supports I got to pull off. But yeah. And here's one of my Fury hero that doesn't exist yet. So I just printed one bigger than a normal Fury. So yay, it's heroic. Then we got dogs. We got all kinds of stuff. I could have sent you hundreds of ancient. See, I want a Greek army. It's a thing. I've always wanted an army of Greeks. Like when I was getting, again, way back in the day, when I was getting into Warhammer Fantasy before they killed it off, I had an army list that I had put together that was it was 300 spearmen, because they were a core unit and there wasn't a limit on the core units you could do. So me being me, I'm like, I can make 300 spears. Blah, 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 blah. Minotaur chapter. I did a Minotaur chapter video, a painting video on them, and they were my Prime brothers. They were what, 4 weeks ago? 5 weeks ago? Yeah, 4 weeks ago. I did the Minotaurs, playing the parts of Prime brothers. And yeah. And okay, what else do I got to talk about before we sign off? Oh, one more thing. Friday Night Fights. But the game I usually do on Friday nights, where I record them earlier and we just play a game. I'm going to change the way that's working. I feel that, yeah, Victrix models are pretty good, but I looked at War Games Atlantic too, and Victrix stuff. I just, after you get a printer, those are Gates of Hell is who makes those. So the proportions were the way I wanted them, and it worked. But yeah, Friday Night Fights. What we're doing, I'm changing that up a little bit. Instead of me just making a random army and playing with it against another person's random army, I am going to use Friday Night Fights to test out my random ideas. So I have a whole bunch of army lists that are so random that I don't want to print them for fear that I'll print them and it won't work, and then I'll just want to throw the army out and start over. So this week we got a game coming up where it is I'm trying to figure out if drop pods are viable in the Battle Brothers army, and you'll be kind of surprised the way it turned out. And that's all I'm going to say. Otherwise, I'll spoil the whole thing. I'm going to make you guys watch it. So, that'll do me tonight, guys. We've gotten this far. Yes. One completed ship out of like 22 that I have printed. And yeah, make sure you check out, if you want Starship models and you don't have a printer, check out PrintedStarships.com. They are our channel sponsor. And if you use the code warbossfitz, you get 15% off. Go check them out. Link is down there in the description below. It should be. I don't know. I can't check it on my phone. But yeah, that'll do for me tonight, guys. I hope you guys had fun watching. And I hope you're having fun playing OPR wherever you are. We'll catch you next time. Good night.